Hello, my name is Deanna and I'm an alumni of Tomorrow's Leaders. I've started back in 2013. I was actually struggling in my classes before I even was in the program, and I didn't get the help and the benefits that I needed, and I thought that nobody was around to help. And not knowing that there was a program like Tomorrow's Leaders that I'd never even heard of. Like, I've got help before, small things like after school programs, helping me with homework assignments and stuff, but it was never like family orientated. People just went there to get their work done and probably to get a good grade, which that wasn't my story, like that wasn't my case, because I still got bad grades.
Leave me alone. I just did.
It was just actually what we used to be. It used to be a whole bunch of mentors and everybody that used to always watch over us to make sure that we was alright. They helped us with our homework, writing this homework again. This was a place we came where we felt at home, like we felt really comfortable in being ourselves. So yeah, that was that. I got like B's sometimes, or even lower, like C's, D's, F's. I got a lot of bad grades, and it was just really different for me. The experience with Tomorrow's Leaders was really different. Just being introduced to a family-orientated type of program was really unique to me, because a lot of programs that you see nowadays is probably like getting the job done, probably learn a few character qualities here and there, or just to build your character and stuff like that. But this program was way more than that. So I actually came to the school. I was here for about a year. Previously I came from, I would say it's a horrible school because it's now shut down. It was FDA IV, the middle school, and my mother, she just wasn't okay with that school. Like, the teachers didn't care about our work. The students didn't get any work done. Grades were horrible, and I mean, like, I never took school seriously because of the setting that I was in. I didn't think that I had to take school seriously. Nobody was after me. Nobody said I had to do my work. Nobody said, oh, I'm going to give you this grade. It was just like, oh, you don't do the work, move on. Like, everybody passed. I don't understand how we passed, but it was the point of fact that nobody took school seriously. So I didn't think that I had to do it myself, So once my mom moved me, I mean, it was just a different setting for me. I didn't know anybody here, because I came from another school. I didn't really want to move my school, but I mean, my mother wanted the best for me. And that's when I was introduced to a program where they actually were after you for your work. Like, they were like, oh, you have to get this done, or you're not going to graduate. I was in my 8th grade year. They was like, you're not going to graduate. Like, you're at this point right now in your life, you're a certain age where you have to graduate. Like, there's no ands, ifs, buts about it. Like, you have to get out of here, And at the time, I was around, I think I was 16. I was in 8th grade, I was 16, and I didn't want to get held over again. Like, I really felt like I was too old. I didn't even want to be in middle school, I just felt, I felt more like, not left out, but I just felt like I wasn't, I don't know how to put it. I just felt like I wasn't fitting in, because I was so old. I didn't even want to fit in. Like, I just wanted to get my work done at the point in time, and that was about it. Like, I just felt too old. And I just had to get out. Like, they were so concerned about your mental health, physical health, and everything as a whole. They wanted to know about your grades, how's it at home, how is it with your friends, your social life. They wanted to know about all of that. I remember the long days being on this floor, walking through this hallway, after a long day of school. Like, I didn't even want to be in class. I was so tired. And right after school, I would go straight downstairs to the first floor where the program was held. And it was just a different atmosphere. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. It was a different atmosphere. Like, as soon as you walked in, you were greeted. Like, everybody noticed you. So it didn't feel like school. Like, school was like, oh, you walk through the halls. You probably don't have much friends. Nobody notices you as much. Everybody's doing what they want to do and just minding their own business. But it's like, once you got to the program, even though you were in the same building, it just felt so different. They just made you feel like you mattered, like We're here to support you. We are here for you. And that was the best thing about it all. This was my first English teacher. When I moved into the school, this was my first English teacher. Her name is Miss Okafor. She was the best teacher, I swear to you. Like, she always made sure that I was on top of my work. And Mr. Toyin always made sure that the mentors came to our classrooms and checked on us to see our progress within the class. So she made sure that she paid extra attention to me because she knew what program I was from, you know? So she always made sure that I was doing my best and not just half things, like, you know. But she always made sure that I was just putting my all into my work because she knew that I was capable. You know, she knew that I can do it, especially from my story and like what I used to tell her, you know, how I struggled. And she saw my writing pieces and she always knew that I had the ability to do anything I put my mind to. So I want to give a shout out to Ms. Okafor as well. So she was actually an African teacher and I loved her so much because she was so hard on us and always made sure that we did not bullcrap her class. Like, if you would hand her an assignment and she knew that this wasn't your best, she would give it back to you and be like, rewrite that, you know? And like, of course, being a student, you're not gonna wanna rewrite anything. Like, you get something done, you feel accomplished, you don't wanna go back to it. But she always made it as far as, you are capable of doing better. I know that you can, and whatever you need help with, I'm gonna help you with it. So it wasn't like you had to stress yourself out, like, oh, she's just putting strains on my back, like she's just, you know, it was never like that. It was never the case. She always made sure that she supported you, because she knew how hard writing could be. Like, she's a writing and English teacher, you know, so she knew how hard it was for kids. So she always made sure that she did whatever she could in her power. So even though I graduated middle school, Tomorrow's Leaders has always been around. And in my high school years, I remember Mr. Toyin coming up to my school and like they will always check on me in the office. Like, they would call me out of my class and I was like, who's here for me now? And it was Mr. Toyin. I was like, hey, Mr. Toyin. Like, I was always excited to see him because he's like a father figure. He's like a brother, like a big brother that you never had, like that I never had, you know. And he would just ask me like, how am I doing? And he would get progress from my my guidance counselor. He would get like my progress, how I was doing in class, and she would let him know, you know. And I always made sure that I made him proud. Like, from him helping me with supported mentors and stuff like that, I always made sure that I kept my grades up, not only to make him proud, but to make my mom and myself proud. Being on the honor roll in high school felt so amazing to me because I've never been on the honor roll, and it just felt like this was my new beginnings. Like, just continue to do what you do, continue to focus and strive, and you're gonna be good. Like, and I kept that same attitude throughout my whole high school year. And I mean, it turned out to be well because when I started off on the honor roll, I was in my 9th grade year, and I was in my 10th grade year. That's when I was on the regular honor roll. Then I went to the high honor roll in my 11th grade year and 12th grade year, and I was in the Honor Society, which they recognized me for my grades and great performance. So that was amazing. That was really amazing to me. So this is the year that I graduated in when I was around 16 years old in 2014. Right here, this was my new beginnings. So now I'm a college student at City Tech University of Technology, and my major is architecture.